Good morning to you all, good morning. Oh, what is it today? 25th of March 2022. It's about 7:15 in the morning. It looks like it's going to be an absolutely glorious day. Which, you know, that's good. That's good. What else is today? Some of you will be celebrating today as the Annunciation of the Lord, the day when we remember the prophecy of Isaiah, prophesying that a child would be born to a virgin, and we think perhaps about how Mary was visited by an angel who explained to her that she was going to have a child. Some people will be thinking along those lines. Some people will be thinking about what the Pope is going to be doing today. I don't know how many of you know or like or enjoy listening to the Pope. Some of you do, some of you don't. I guess that's life. We've all got our own preferences. But what the Pope is going to be doing today, along with all of the bishops that follow his instruction and many bishops that don't, he will be consecrating Russia and the Ukraine to the Sacred Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The Pope encourages everybody to join him in this, and I guess he's a realistic sort of chap, and I guess he understands that not all of you will. Not all of you will agree with what he's doing, saying, thinking, praying for. But here's a thing to think about as we look at these wonderful flowers. We've got a few problems going on in the world at the moment. We've got this terrible war going on in the Ukraine, where people who are very similar to each other, you know, if you were in a street and you met a Russian and a Ukrainian, I rather doubt if you could tell the difference between them. And yeah, they are killing each other. There's no way to dress it up. You can't say, well, you can say what you like. You can say one's struggling to restrict the expansion of NATO and one's struggling to protect and defend his freedoms in his own country. But when you boil it down, they are killing each other. And as I look at these wonderful flowers today, I sort of think there's not a lot that I can do to stop that. Some people say that the way to stop it is to send lots of anti-tank missiles to the Ukrainians. I haven't got an anti-tank missile that I can send them. And if I did have, you know, knowing what the postage rates are for ordinary letters, I'm not quite sure I could afford to post one. Some people say that maybe the Ukrainians should surrender. I don't know. I don't know what that would feel like. I don't know what that would look like. So whatever solutions you may fancy, solutions you may think are the right things, you know, should NATO impose a no-fly zone? I don't think that's a good idea, and at the moment it seems that the people who do understand these things don't think that's a good idea. So in truth, apart from walking around my garden, looking at the flowers, there's in practical terms, nothing that I can do to affect the situation. So why not join the Pope as he prays, as he consecrates Russia and the Ukraine? Why not? Now, I don't know what your views are on the efficacy of prayer. I know some of you believe in it very, very strongly, and some of you simply don't. What this little man is trying to work out is how he can get in that hole there, which I don't know if there's any in there at the moment. I haven't seen any, but last year that was a bird's nest. Yeah, whether you are a fan and supporter of the Pope or not, whether you believe in prayer or not, in practical terms, that is the only thing that most of us can do to bring world peace. So the invitation to all of you today is not to join this little man as he tries to work out how to investigate this bird's nest, but to spend a little bit of time praying for a peaceful outcome to the problems of the world.